Hey everyone, it's Sarah, and today I am back to talk about all of the fragrances that I wore last week. So I have a ton here in front of me. I'm just gonna jump right in. I've got a lot of coconut this past week. Coconut and vanilla. I was really feeling it. But anyways, I'm gonna start with this one. This is one that I picked up at TJ Maxx. I don't know, I think I picked this one up right as it was starting to get cold this past fall. Let me tell you what we're talking about. This is Harajuku Lovers G, but this is the I can't remember what line this is called. It's this metals one where it's I don't know. I'm not super familiar with this line. I remember when she first came out with the original line, that one I remember, but these subsequent ones that have come out I'm just not super familiar with. But anyways, I'll have it on the screen for you, of course. This one, this is a not pineapple. This is a coconut fragrance, but it's like a fruity coconut. This is just a little half-ounce bottle. It's like a pineapple-y, creamy, really strong coconut fragrance. But unfortunately, this lasts on my skin for, I don't know, maybe 15 minutes and then it's gone. So I love the way it smells. I will say it does smell quite synthetic. It is pretty synthetic smelling, but I love the way it smells. I ended up layering this with some other things though as well, and I feel like if I layered this with maybe my coconut cream pie oil from Sweet Essentials, that would help it with longevity or with performance. But I do love this. It smells really, really yummy, and yeah, it's gonna be great for this summer. This is one that I am gonna try to get through relatively quickly because I don't really need it, but I really do enjoy it. So anyways, that is Harajuku Lovers G from whatever line this is. Okay, next we've got another coconut fragrance. So this is Onyx from the Sage Lifestyle. I've got this spray perfume here. This is again just a little half-ounce bottle, and then I've got the oil here. And it's funny, I don't know why I keep these little things. They're just so pretty and decorative. Oh my gosh, I love this. This is a warm, dark coconut. It's got tobacco in it and coconut, and it's really sultry smelling. It's not an overly sweet coconut. It's definitely a grown-up coconut. It doesn't smell like suntan lotion or anything like that. It's just very, it's just a really grown-up, dark coconut, and I love it. I really want to try black coconut from Kumba Made. I have a feeling that it's going to be something like this. I don't know why. But anyways, yeah, that is Onyx from the Sage Lifestyle. I adore it. And I actually layered that perfume over this body lotion right here. This is the Bali Black Coconut Sands from Bath & Body Works. This is my favorite coconut lotion. It smells amazing. This is, let's see here, coconut milk, sea salt musk, and black sand. And it just smells so good. It's just such a beautiful, sweet, creamy, yummy coconut. I love it. So yeah, I've been wearing this a lot to layer my coconut perfumes over. I can't wait. I'm counting down the days. I think we've only got a week until the semi-annual sale starts, and I'm so excited. Okay, moving right along. So I pulled this baby out. This is Chloe, just the original Chloe. I talked about this in a video, really popular perfumes that I love, and it made me crave this. It made me want to wear it, so I pulled it out and wore it. I love this. This is the most beautiful green, dewy rose. It's such a sophisticated, I don't know, it's just such a sophisticated, grown-up rose scent. Oh, I just really, really love it. This is such a beast on me too. I can spray it on one time and I am good for the rest of the day. I just love it. It's just one of my favorites. This is a really polarizing fragrance. You either really love this or really hate it. I just really, really love it. It's not sweet. It's very sophisticated and classy smelling. It's just beautiful. So anyways, that is Chloe from Chloe. Next, I wore this one here. This is Pink Sugar Red Velvet, and I've been on a kind of saga with this perfume, or I've had a kind of saga with this fragrance. I picked this up hoping that I would absolutely love it. I wanted it so badly. I finally got it, and it reminded me For some reason, it reminds me a little bit of the Creamy Sunshine fragrance, which also reminds me a little bit of Kilian Love Don't Be Shy, which is just a scent profile that I don't enjoy. This has that same kind of scent profile. This one, not so much. It's definitely not as much as Creamy Sunshine. And I do enjoy this. It's just, I don't know, there's just nothing about it that I absolutely love. I think I'm just so enamored with the original Pink Sugar. I just feel like none of the flankers are gonna do it for me because I love that one so much. So yeah, I went ahead and gave this a really good wear so that I could decide if I was gonna keep it in my collection or not. I don't think I'm going to. I thought about keeping it until it got cold again because I feel like it will perform better in the cold than it did in the heat. It did not perform well at all in the heat. I think it lasted maybe an hour and a half, which is crazy for a Pink Sugar. Pink Sugars are usually monsters. The original Pink Sugar is a monster. You can put it on and you're gonna smell like that for hours and hours. This didn't last on me at all though. So yeah, I have a feeling though that it would probably perform way better in the cold weather, but I just don't love it enough to hang on to it until then, and yeah, I feel like I'm gonna let this one go. So anyways, that is Pink Sugar Red Velvet. Next is this beauty. So I picked this up. This is the Laura Mercier Almond Coconut Eau de Toilette fragrance. This thing is such a, I don't want to call it a beast. It's not like a beast, like you're not gonna get like 8-10 hours of projection out of it, but it performs really, really well for being like a coconut, like an almond coconut fragrance. I think I got a good 6 hours out of this. I did layer it over the Sweet Essentials Almond Coconut Laura Mercier type oil, which surprisingly, the oil is just a touch sweeter than the perfume, but surprisingly it smells really, really similar. I love them both, but this is another really grown-up coconut. This is a very sophisticated coconut. This is a light, kind of creamy, almost watery coconut. It's not sweet. The almond gives it a little bit of powderiness, and you of course get the almond, like a marzipan-y kind of almond too. I love it. I'm obsessed with this fragrance. Once I became obsessed with this oil, I knew I had to track down the real actual fragrance, and I'm obsessed with it. I love it. This is probably going to be my most worn coconut all year, or of this year, because I love it. It's such a beautiful, really, really easy, classy coconut. It's not sweet, which is crazy because I usually love sweet stuff, but there's just something so yummy about this. It's just good. So anyways, that is Laura Mercier Almond Coconut Eau de Toilette. And again, like the Ombre Vanille that I have from Laura Mercier, these things last a really long time. I mean, I can get a good 6 hours out of it. Okay, and then the last coconut that I wore this week is this one here. This is from Sucreabeille, and this is called Oddling. This is, oh my gosh, this is such an amazing coconut fragrance. Like, if I had to tell you out of all of the coconuts that I've got in front of me, which one I would recommend, this would be it. There's something so yummy about this one. This one is like the Laura Mercier in that it's not overly sweet. So for those of you out there that are like, yeah, I love coconut, but I don't want to smell like coconut cream pie, or, you know, and I don't want to smell like suntan lotion. I just want a really beautiful, clean, like classy, grown-up coconut. This is it. Oh, it's beautiful. It's a lot like the Laura Mercier, but if you just took out that almond. This is just a really beautiful, very clean, not overly sweet, kind of creamy, but at the same time watery coconut. Oh, it's so good. So anyways, that is Oddling from Sucreabeille. I love it. Performance on this one is not bad. I can easily get a good 4 to 6 hours out of this fragrance. These, I'll tell you, these do perform better in colder weather. And I wear this one all year. I'll wear this in the cold, in the heat. It does, again, perform better in the cold, but I love it in the heat too. And I can still get a good 4 to 6 hours out of it in the heat. So Anyways, if you're looking for an amazing coconut, this is it. So that is Oddling from Sucreabeille. Oh, this next one made me so happy. I cannot even tell you. So this is one that I just picked this up off of Mercari because I've been looking for a bottle of this, but it's an old perfume. It's an old signature of mine. I didn't want to pay a whole bunch of money for it. And I finally found a bottle on Mercari for so inexpensive, and I was so happy. I snatched it up. This is I Love Love from Moschino. And again, this is like an old signature of mine. It's I wore this perfume when I met my best friend. So this was back in, I can't remember, 2002, 2003, somewhere in there, maybe 2004. I can't really remember, but I think it was the year that this came out. And I wore this when she met, but Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue was her signature scent. So I wore this for a little while, but it smelled so similar to Light Blue that I felt like I needed to stop wearing this. And so I did, and I moved on to something else. But I adore this, and it does smell like Light Blue, but this has got a ton more orange in it. It's like this really syrupy, it's like Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue. It's really fresh like that, but it's with this like really syrupy orange. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. And I was hoping, because I was like, I bet this has been reformulated. I bet it's gonna have terrible performance. I am so happy to say if it has been reformulated, they didn't butcher it, but I don't think it's been reformulated. I think it's still the same as when I wore it. This thing is a beast on me. It always has been. It lasts forever. And I think this, I only had to apply this once. I wore it yesterday and I only had to apply it one time, and I could smell it. I smelled it all the way until I took a shower today. Yeah, I could still smell this when I woke up this morning. Oh, I love it so much, and it just makes me so happy. It's just such a happy fragrance. So anyways, that is I Love Love from Moschino. Okay, and then I wore some vanilla fragrances. So I pulled this one out recently. This is a fragrance from Dapper Fragrances. This is their formulation of Creed Sublime Vanille. And these fragrances were fragrances that I felt like I needed to let kind of sit and macerate and do their thing after they got here. And I put them away and I haven't pulled them out again since. So I finally was like, oh my gosh, I need to get some of those out and start, you know, playing with them. And so this is the first one I pulled because it's an easy breezy vanilla. And I do like this. It's a really pretty, kind of creamy, warm vanilla. There's nothing groundbreaking about it. What I do like about it is it doesn't pull woody on me. It's not spiced at all, but it is still warm and creamy and slightly gourmand. Now, I've never smelled the original Creed Sublime Vanille, so I have no like reference of comparison between the two, but this on its own is really nice. It's just a really nice, pretty simple vanilla. It's warm though. It's got this warmth to it. But this lasted all of maybe, I don't know, 15 minutes on me, 20 minutes on me, and I couldn't smell it after that at all. So yeah, I would not probably buy a full bottle of this. I would love to get a decant of the Creed one though, to see how close they are, and also to see if the Creed one performs better. If it did, I would be willing to invest because I really like how this smells. Oh, it's really nice. So it's also got like this warm cleanliness to it. It's really pretty. So anyways, that is Dapper Fragrances, their formulation of Creed Sublime Vanille. I am just gonna try to run through this because it's another one that I don't need it. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we're gonna be moving soon and I need to try to minimize all of this stuff I've got. Okay, another vanilla that I just wore. I did just do a haul video because I bought a whole bunch of, well, not a whole bunch, the 5 perfumes that H&M offers, I just picked up. This is the only one that I've tested so far. This is the one called Vanilla. So I will post the haul video at some point this week, but it's just a really pretty, sweet, simple, again, kind of warm vanilla. This one lasted longer than the Dapper one, so, And this is $6, $7, I think. This is another one that I feel like I just need to go ahead and, you know, I'm gonna leave it out and just layer it with everything until I just run through it. It's really pretty. If you like just kind of a simple warm vanilla, I do think it's a great one for layering. So anyways, that is H&M Vanilla. I wanna say I got maybe an hour out of this one. It wasn't as bad as the Dapper, but definitely wasn't great either, but it'll be perfect for layering. So yeah, that is the H&M Vanilla. And then last but not least, this is another one that I pulled out because I needed to decide if I was gonna keep it in my collection or not. It's a fragrance that I absolutely love, but that I almost never reach for, and now I remember why I don't reach for it. This is Acqua di Parma Mandorlo di Sicilia. This is a beautiful almond and licorice fragrance. I absolutely love it. It's creamy, it's light, it's slightly sweet, very slightly powdery. It's just this gorgeous almond and licorice combination. It's beautiful on my skin. The way that it meshes with my skin chemistry is really gorgeous. I absolutely love this, but this lasts all of maybe 30 minutes on me. It performs so badly on me. It is so disappointing. I had to reapply it like 3 times the day that I wore it, and even after reapplying it like 3 times, it was gone, I mean, by midday, and I was able to apply something else. That's when I think I applied the Gwen Stefani and layered it over some other coconut fragrances. But yeah, because this, I had already applied it like 3 times by midday, and then it completely wore off after maybe an hour after the 3rd time I applied it. So I was like, I can't keep it. Somebody else, it's such a beautiful fragrance, and maybe there's somebody else out there that this will actually perform on and that will actually be able to get some joy out of it. So I'm so sad to let this one go, but at the same time, I just don't have room to keep things in my collection that don't bring me absolute joy. So yeah, I'm so sad to part with this one, but I never reach for it. And then when I did wear it the other day, I remember why I never reach for it, because it just performs really badly on me. So anyways, that is Acqua di Parma Mandorlo di Sicilia. Such a beauty of a fragrance. So anyways, guys, those are all of the fragrances that I wore last week. I do hope that you enjoyed this. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.